Hi there, I'm Aki from Aki Gaming, and welcome to another episode of My Waifu or Husbando is Better Than Yours. Each episode, we will be putting two heroes into the spotlight and see who reigns supreme over the other. First, they will be judged by all of their attributes, which includes their stats, weapons, skills, etc. Then, we will put them into a battle simulator to see who's the better one when head-on. Not only that, we will be also giving them their best possible skill build and put them into the ultimate mass battle showdown to see who will be crowned the winner of My Waifu or Husbando is Better Than Yours. Let's not wait any longer and introduce our contestants. Standing on the left corner, previously known as Lord Raymond of Cornwall, the brother of Priscilla, the peerless fighter, Raven! And standing on the right corner, a member of the Black Fang, the brother of Lloyd, the mad dog, Linus! Wait a minute, how is he so much more good looking than his elder brother? Something must have gone wrong somewhere. Anyway, here we go. X vs X, fighter vs mad dog. Who would take home the title of best husbando? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to rumble? Round 1, stats and skills. Let's start with their base stats total. Raven has a BST of 157 and Linus' BST is 163. Linus takes the first point. What about their hit points? Raven has 41 HP and Linus has 42. Linus strikes again, 0-2. Let's look at their base attack now. Raven's attack is 34 and Linus is 37. Hat-trick for Linus. What about their speed? Who is the faster unit among the two? Raven has a speed of 35 and Linus has 33. Raven finally scores. Now, let's look at the defense. Raven has 25 points in defense and Linus has 32. Linus opens the gap again. Last, their magic resistance. Raven has a resistance of 22 and Linus has 19. This point goes to Raven. After looking at their stats, Linus is currently leading by 2 points and Raven still has every chance to make a comeback victory. Next, let's compare their weapon. When the game first started, Raven wielded the Brave Axe but was given an upgrade later, and now he wields the Basilicos. It has a might of 16 and accelerates special trigger. Not only that, it could refine to boost HP and gain the ability of Life and Death tree, which is a +5 attack speed, -5 defense and resistance, or boosting another stats of your choice. Coincidentally, Linus also wields the same weapon as Raven. It's a draw. Moving on, their special. Raven uses Soul that restores 50% of damage dealt with 3 charges. As for Linus, he has Luna that treats foes' defense as if reduced by 50% during combat. So, who has the better special? According to the rating system from Game 8, Soul is rated lower than Luna. Linus gets the special point. Now, their passives. Let's start with slot A. Raven has Defiant Speed. At the start of a turn, if his HP is equal or lesser than 50%, he gets a +7 speed until the end of turn. And Linus on the other hand has Brazen Attack Speed. At the start of combat, if his HP is equal or lesser than 80%, he gets a +7 attack speed during combat. I don't think it takes a genius to figure out who has the better A skill. Another point to Linus. Last, let's compare their passive in C. Raven has Threatened Defense that inflicts a -5 defense on foes within 2 spaces at the start of each turn. What about Linus? He has Drive Defense that grants defense +3 to allies within 2 spaces. So, who will take the last point? Once again, by referring to Game 8, Threatened Defense is rated higher than Drive Defense. The last point goes to Raven. And that concludes round 1. With a score of 3 against 6, the winner of first round goes to Linus! Kinda expected him to win. It will be really shocking if Raven won though. Anyway, let's move on to round 2, head-on fight. For this segment, I'm going to use the FEH damage calculator by Krandu. First, we are just going to let them brawl with their default skills and IV with no buff. There's a change in format. Instead of looking at result for only one round, we will look at one full turn instead. And here's the result. Linus gets to KO Raven when he initiates and defends. Hence, Linus wins the default fight. Next, how about we give them some skill inheritance? For your information, the build that will be shown might not be the best build for them, but it's optimized for higher kill counts. For Raven, L&D Basilicos, Fury, Wrath, Draconic Aura, Attack Defense Seal. For Linus, he will use a similar build to Raven's, the only difference would be a Speed Seal. And the result? It's a double KO. And whoever attacked first will get KO in the following turn. But here's the catch. If we were to change their special to Moonbow or Gleamer, both of them could deliver a one-hit KO if defend first. So with such result, it's fair to say that the skill inheritance fight concluded in a tie. But since Linus won the default fight, the winner of the second round is none other than the Mad Dog.
Guess those thighs. Guess those thighs.
いつでもお怪我を癒しましょう。
Before we proceed to the final segment, let's look back at the results so far. Linus has 2 wins, leaving Raven with none. Basically, we already know who's gonna take home the title, but Raven would not want to go home empty-handed too. So could he at least get 1 win at the end? Let's find out in round 3, Mass Battle. For this segment, we will be using the same damage calculator as round 2 to calculate how effective are they against all the other heroes. And the result will be in the form of percentage. Here's the formula. Instead of looking at the result for one full turn, we will now also consider the result of one round. And each category will be given a point for the winner, which makes it a total of 8 points. First, we will calculate the result with their default build. And here's the result for one round of initiation. And Linus has the higher winning rate of 64.5% compared to Raven with 59.7%. Next, let's look at the result at one full turn of initiation. It seems Linus is still leading with 60.7%, about 12% more than Raven. Now, defending. For one round of defense, Linus is still better than Raven with 51.6% winning rate over 48.3%. Moving on, one turn of defense. And Linus gets another point. Now, let's look at the result after inheriting skills. Who would perform better this time? For one round of initiation, what just happened? 95% winning rate? Anyway, Raven edged past Linus with a difference of 0.2%. What about one full turn of initiation? And Raven is still better with 92.6 over 92.1. What if enemy attacked first? How different would the result be? And this time, Linus did better when defending with a winning rate of 71.5 compared to Raven's 69.6. Lastly, one turn of combat by defending first. And again, Linus proved to be the bulkier one with having the higher winning rate when defending first. And that is the end to round 3. With a score of 2-6, the winner of last round goes to Linus again. And ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of intensive battle, we are pleased to announce the winner of this episode, My Waifu or Husbando is better than yours is... Linus! Well, if you just look at the score, it sure looks like Raven got trashed badly by Linus. But the truth is, Linus won most of the encounters with a very small margin. Kudos to the Mad Dog for winning the title. But if we were to look at their potential, Raven's IV is not fixed, which means you could find one with a plus attack or plus speed. And not to forget, the Peerless Fighter is available at 3 star and 4 star, which makes wheeling an easier task compared to Linus, which is a GHB unit with a fixed IV. Nevertheless, I'm impressed with their mass battle result after inheriting skills. Over 90% winning rate for an X unit is a feat. So, what's your thought on the result? What do you think about the new format? And who do you think should have been the better Husbando? Let's discuss. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and press on the notification icon to Aki Gaming for more interesting content like this. You could also leave a comment below to suggest who would you like to feature in a future episode. By the way, in order to increase viewer engagement, I'm going to add a poll for you to decide the future matchup. You see the small exclamation icon on the top right? Click on that and cast your votes. Here's the winning pair from last poll. Thank you for watching and hope to see you on the next episode of My Waifu or Husbando is better than yours.